Well, today we're going to try to do a little bit of gopher trapping. I've got a Revenge quick set trap, and this is out of all my traps the easiest one, pretty foolproof. I'm going to show you how to set it, and right here below me I've got my gopher slash mole mound. We'll find out whatever it traps, and I'll show you how to place the trap. So let me show you what's going on. Alright, so here's your trap. I've gone ahead and put my chain on here. This is to make sure the trap doesn't get pulled down further in the hole, or maybe something gets to the trap with a mole in it before I get to it and tries to drag it off. But the chains keep you from losing your trap, so always install those. Fairly simple. This is the business end, this is the setting end. All I simply have to do is compress. Once I've done that, the trigger sets itself and it's ready to go off. So simply, I will go ahead and open up the hole, push this down in the hole. As soon as a gopher comes through here, he should be pushing on that, and we'll go ahead and crush him and hold him there. Okay, and this is not a humane trap. This is not a happy trap. Again, compress. It should auto set. And to kind of give you an idea of the force here, to use an old banana. Okay, he comes through, and that creature is now, well, it's not going to be living. You want to always check these traps pretty frequently, several times a day. Since it is not a humane trap, it should kill them outright. It's not going to be a pleasant thing, but if you are to hold on to them, it doesn't end up killing them. You don't want them to suffer any longer than they have to, so I'd say check it 2 or 3 times a day. So what I'm going to do right now, go ahead and put that down, and I'm going to use my probe that I've got here to try and find where this the gopher hole is. So you're going to put a little bit of pressure, come all the way around. A lot of times it'll be a crescent, and that hole will be right in the crescent. And so this is my prediction right here, is it's going to be somewhere in this area. But you can go all the way down, pushing here and there, trying to find that gopher hole. And very rarely will they actually be open. See, let's drop another 3 or 4 inches right here in the middle. So once you've dug a few out of the ground, you should kind of get a pattern after a while of how these guys actually mound up. The mounds are usually going to be backfilled, and this is to keep the air circulation and keep creatures from going inside the mole hill, or inside the vole or gopher hill. And they want to make sure that things aren't going down into the holes, so they're going to backfill every time. You're going to have to actually open up the hole. And so, a few trust issues. It's usually pretty simple, and you want to find out which way that tunnel goes. And right now, it's going back this way. I'm going to open it up a little bit, because I want to have enough room for the trap to go off. And so it's going to take a little bit of adaptation. So you're going to have to get past the hole, sticking your hand in a hole, which can be a little nerve-wracking at times. And so I've excavated this thing out, and I'm going to be pushing the trap down in here. You're going to leave, for the most part, the hole open. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell the mole or whatever rodent's down here that there's an opening. So there's going to be air flowing through there, and he's going to come and investigate. And so with the extra sunlight coming through, with the extra wind coming through, the air coming through, he's going to come in, and while attempting to go ahead and replug the hole, that's when these traps actually go off. So I'm going to go ahead and set. A little bit more. Got it down there. You want to make sure that nothing's going to impede allowing that trap to go off. Usually I'll take some extra branches or vegetation, things like that, put it over the top here, mound back over, but you don't want it to go so much that you actually cover it over and allow the trap not to be set, or make it where the mole's not going to set it off, or the jaws can't actually shut all the way. So that's pretty much the quick set of this. I always put a nice flag out here. Make sure I'm not losing my stuff. I'm going to go ahead and stake down my chain, and that'll work. We'll come back and check in a couple hours and see how we've done. But there you go. All right, go ahead and check the easy set. And if you want to come over here and look at this, it looks like it was successful. Now usually I'll just have to pull these out by the chain, so you can see that there was a little bit of a struggle. But it worked well. Clamped right there in the middle of his body. And there you go. Alright, so very effective trap. Out of the 6 we set, at least half of them caught. And that was only within a few hours. So there you go. Ready to go again.